Here we go. You know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know, yes. Brenda is my girl, don't you know?
I love that intro. Shout out to King Dave. Welcome to Sauce in the City late night comedy game show where me and my funny friends are bringing our brand of fun and games to your late night arena. This is a live show, everybody. So what that basically means is that I'm only responsible for the intros, okay? So you can't blame me past there. I said that we have friends in the studio tonight, and friends we have in the studio tonight. And because we have a limited amount of friends, we get to play the Getting to Know You segment, where we get to do a little bit more of a deeper dive on our funny friends. So, speaking of which, we just had one pop into the studio, but I'm gonna go with my girl, all feminine energy, Ms. Bagan. What's going on, yo?
What's sizzling, sister? Good to be here.
It's good to see you. I love the hat.
Of course, gotta have my rainbow bacon on there.
Is it true the higher the hat, the closer to God? Is that how they say it out in Texas?
I hope not, because he's gonna strike me down at any moment.
Well, welcome to the show. And like I said, we are going to play Getting to Know You just so that we can get a little bit more information on you. So, hashtag question. We are asking 100 comedians, which is better, one big paid show or a 4-week paid showcase? What do you think?
Depends on where you're at, how you're starting. Like if you're already established, then one big one's gonna pay more and have more people come to it, and it will be worth it. But if you're just getting your start, I would go for the 4-week pay gig any day.
Sounds like my kind of girl. So it seems like you're ready to help me to introduce to the stream our next contestant. Who's it going to be?
Malfunction junction. What is his
What's
function? I
your,
can't understand a word he says.
what's your function? What's going on, Malfunction Junction? Welcome to the show.
Well, I'm learning that I have to speak really slow or find subtitles to iron on in the atmosphere underneath my mouth every time I open up to speak. Aside from that, I'm fine. Everything's great. Life is happening. And, we've got new people all around. One of them could possibly go postal. I'm interested to see how that works.
Well, you know what? I am going to have to go backwards, but what do you think of the new guy?
Well, I mean, he seems pretty cool so far, Mr. Stroud. He's I like where he's going with his mullet. I almost forgot about those. He's working on his. It's coming along nicely. Proud of it.
Okay, I am digging it. All right, Miss Bacon, what do you think of the new guy?
I'm ready to see how much sauce he's got in there. Show me.
Show me you really love me. Oh, wait, that's a different show. All right, Malfunction Junction. It seems like you're ready to help me to introduce the next contestant to the stream. So who's it going to be?
Well, I mean, we've already talked about him, so why not just be about him? Where's Mr. Stroud? Bring out Donovan. Where's he at? I know he's
Hey.
first.
Hello.
Well, hi, Donovan. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
It's good to have newbies around, new energy, new way of life. And so, because the people who are tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond are just meeting your face, tell them a little bit more about Donovan Stroud.
My name's Donovan, as everybody has said, and I deliver the mail for the Postal Service. So that's the reference Mr. Malfunction was making. I have not yet to go postal, but you can listen to my podcast, Don't Go Postal, if you're interested. Been doing comedy since 2018, and just want to take off pretty much in every entertainment scenario, whether it's music, comedy, or acting, or dancing. I love all of that, and I enjoy comedy a lot. So
Okay. Well, I like the way that you put all of those in a row. But Donovan, you do know that this is a game show, right?
I do.
Okay, so we get to ask all newbies the same question, which is, what is your favorite game show or competition series?
I grew up watching a lot of like Ninja Warrior. That was always fun, like a competition. Is that adequate? Does that fit this?
That fits the scenario perfectly. As a matter of fact, funny fact about me is I got to be an extra in a American Ninja Warriors competition. So we got to sit in and see all of the people up close. I still have my pictures and videos, receipts. So yes, that fits. Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Okay. Well, welcome to the show. And it seems like I get to ask you one more question because we pick on the new people. We're asking 100 comedians, which is better, one big paid show for a 4-week paid showcase. What do you think?
It seems to me that the 4-week would be more money. And if you're going to make a living in comedy, that's kind of important. So the 4 weeks would be my answer, just if the money's there. But
Okay.
like Bacon was saying, the big show could also be very lucrative.
I see. Malfunction Junction. I don't think I asked you this question. I think I skipped you. So what would it be for you? Would it be the 4-week paid 4-week paid showcase or one big paid show? What do you think?
Well, I mean, as a comedian that's really never been paid for being a comedian, I really don't think it would matter because it's money either way. I would just be happy to see a check or cash, $10 bill even, for kind of as many words I might have said. I got to ask Donovan a question real quick while I'm thinking about it. When you said dancing, you put like a really hard emphasis on it and you averted your eyes sharply to the other direction. Are you in danger, my guy? Are you at gunpoint when you said that?
I am not in danger, other than spontaneous dance moves might break out. Other than that is the only danger that might arise.
All right. So now that Malfunction Junction has got his curiosity answered in the middle of the intros, I'm glad we got that out. Donovan, it's time for you to help me to introduce our next contestant. Who will it be?
I believe there was a person named Randy that I would like to introduce.
You know what? Good old Randy. Everybody can remember his name. Fame. He's gonna live forever. Welcome to the stream, Randy Holton, all the way from Tampa, Florida.
Hi, Brenda. Hello, Donovan, and everybody.
Hey.
Thank you for introducing me. I always wanted to go postal, but I failed the civil service exam.
Well, Randy, it's good to have you back for your 10,987th episode. So always cool. What do you think of the new guy?
I think it's all right.
You think he's gonna give us a sample of his dancing while we're on the show? You think we can get him to bust out a few moves?
Well, I think he should show us what he does when he's being chased by a dog.
Well, Randy, we have added the segment of getting to know you to the show. And we're asking 100 comedians, which is better, one big paid show or a 4-week paid showcase? What do you think?
I would like the 4 weeks just for the fun of it, because one night it's done, it's over, but 4 weeks you're going to continue to perform, and I like to perform, so 4 weeks for sure.
For
Nice.
sure. I like his answer. And 4 weeks makes it so like the money is spread out, because if you give it to me all at once, I'm gonna take it and spend it all at once, and then I'm gonna be suffering by the next month. So yeah. All right, Randy, it's time for you to help me to introduce our next contestant to the stream. Who's it gonna be?
Well, I think someone that got ran over by a truck in a wheelchair called Speed Bump.
Welcome to the stream, Speed Bump. It's good to be thought about, right?
All right. Yes, I agree.
Well, it is good to see you back. You're becoming more and more and more of a staple to the show. So what do you think of the new guy?
What do I think about the new guy? I think he's pretty interesting. I like him already. I like to see him, do his little, whatever dance moves, and let's give him something else.
Okay, I'm definitely seeing where you're going with this. All right, Speed Bump, we get to ask 100 comedians, which is better, one big paid show or a 4-week paid showcase? What do you think?
Well, I make bad financial choices, so I'm gonna go with 4 days because, like you said, Miss Brenda, 4 week. I said 4 days. I meant 4 weeks. But like you said, if I get paid all at once, I'm gonna make bad financial problems.
You're gonna, all I smell is regret and bad decisions if you give it to me all at once. So I am totally with you, Speed Bump. And it seems like you are the next to help me to introduce our next contestant to the stream. Who's it gonna be?
We're gonna go with Hill. Is he there?
Who?
Hill.
Anybody else want to help out Speed Bump?
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
Welcome to the stream.
Thank God I don't have any feelings. Thank you for having me on. It's proof that, you can have a gay comedian on after Gay Pride Month. Thank you, Brendan, for having me.
You are
And
so
for that
welcome.
warm introduction, Speed Bump.
I know, right? He gave it his best. Well, welcome back to the show. And I'm very interested in what you think of the new guy, because you used to be the new guy. So what do you think of the new guy?
I have some advice for you. Don't take any of the candy they give you. And when you do, eat 2 pieces.
That's
Well, that's certainly sage advice. Let's see if you could give us some more on this one. We are asking 100 comedians, which is better, one big paid show or a 4-week paid showcase? What say you?
I'm treating it like the lottery. I'm going for the one lump sum payment because the ability to bomb 30 times in 1 month is still a factor.
Well, I definitely think you are correct on that one. And it has been very nice getting to know all of you. So we have Jay Watch in the studio, but he's in a precarious situation at the moment. So we're going to wait to add him to the game. So for now, these are your players. So we're going to move on to the opening act because every show should start with something. Randy, put your hands up above everything and stop tapping on that desk. All right. The opening act is someone who you think will be funny enough to take us into this episode and give us a run for our funny. Ooh, I like that. I coined it, a run for our funny.
Nice.
Y'all heard it here first. All right, Speed Bump, who's gonna give us a run for our funny?
Donovan.
Ooh, I love it. Why Donovan?
Like I said, he's a new guy. I would like to see what he's capable of, and he's the new guy. Fresh meat.
And he's the new guy. All right, Malfunction Junction, who's gonna give us a run for our funny?
I was thinking the same thing with Mr. Stroud there. Yeah. No.
Okay. I love it. Picking on the new guy, just like I taught y'all. All right, Donovan Stroud, who would you like to hear more from that would give us a run for our funny?
Brooklyn.
Ooh. Now, why Brooklyn?
He got me with the gay comedian. I gotta do that. Yeah, you got me there.
Right on, you got a fan. All right, Randy Holton, who's gonna give us a run for our funny?
Donovan.
Picking on the new guy, just like I taught y'all. All right, Brooklyn, who's going to give us a run for our funny?
It's anonymous. I'll pick Donovan.
It's autonomous. I'll pick Donovan. Right on. I love it. Picking on the new guy. All right, Bacon, who's going to give us a run for our funny?
I wanted to hear Brooklyn. No, please, no Brooklyn.
Darn, foiled again. All right, Donovan, you have been elected by your cast to give us 3 minutes of funny. It does not have to be jokes, but for the love of late night.
It better be fun.
Better be funny.
No pressure.
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Does it start now?
Now, go.
Okay. My mom almost named me Lightning, which would make sense because I come fast and it's never in the same place twice.
He made it past the intros.
They say you're supposed to learn from your mistakes, which if she named me that would be a mistake. And learn from your mistakes, that makes sense because my mom always said that I taught her a lot. Speaking of, thanks. Speaking of mistakes, I was married at one point, and she was into like really weird stuff, like ranch on spaghetti. Disgusting. We went to a fancy Italian restaurant once, and she ordered spaghetti, and the waiter got there, and she asked for ranch, and we were kicked out immediately. And she felt bad about it afterwards, so she goes to give me Roadhead. But before she started, she was like, "Do you have any ranch?" And you know, I don't usually like kiss after a blowjob, but Hidden Valley really made it come together. But yeah, I do work for the Postal Service, everybody, which is a government job. So according to her, that makes me her Fed X. This got great benefits. Everybody always talks about the insurance, you know, the retirement, all that stuff with the post office. There are like so many great benefits. Like I've gotten offered blowjobs on the route. Yeah. He was an older guy. He didn't really say much. I was on this route for 4 weeks, and I would take a 10-minute break, bum a cigarette from him, drink. He would give me sweet tea, and after a month, he's like, "I got a question for you, but I don't want you to freak out." And so instantly, I was freaking out, and I'm like, "What's your question? What's up, man?" He's like, "Can I give you head?" And I was pissed. I was like, dude, it took you 4 weeks to ask me. Like, this could have been the best 10-minute break ever. But now everybody at work keeps calling me gay, and I don't know why they think that. Like, all I did was tell the entire office where to get good sweet tea, cigarettes, and head. You know? But yeah, that's not the only time. There was a guy, I would deliver his packages in the morning, and you know, I messed that joke up already. I would deliver his packages, and he'd always open the door up and greet me. And every time he'd be wearing gym shorts, and he would always have a boner. It was impossible not to see. I had to start delivering his packages in the morning because he was never up that early.
Okay. And time is up. Oh my dear Jesus. And I can see all of this. I saw an episode of like Sex in the City in my head, and you're like the hot postal office. So, all right, Donovan Stroud, after I just called you hot on my show,
Thank you.
I'm going to give you a chance to earn some points by playing our next game, which is called Press Your Funny. Now, the rules of this game are very, very simple, Donovan. You have no points right now, so I will give you certain amount of points as you work your way up the ladder of people that you think may have enjoyed your set. And because I did not set your board before you started talking, I'll go ahead and do so now. If you enjoyed what Donovan Stroud did in that 3 minutes, like I did, I was laughing like continually. I had to mute my mic because I didn't want to give it away. Leave your cameras on to show your appreciation. But if he did not hit your funny bone, go ahead and turn your cameras off at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what happens, Donovan. This is going to be very, very, oh my gosh. Well, I thought it was funny. Like, I guess maybe my sense of humor isn't like everybody else's. All right, Donovan, we've had 2 new people join the game since you started talking, so I'm going to include them in your points. We have Jay Watch and Insane, as well as Bacon and Brooklyn and Randy and Malfunction Junction and Speed Bump. So I will give you 3 whole points if you can name 2 people that may have turned on their stream for you one at a time. So, you know, to build up the dramatics. But if you can get through 2 people that may have turned on their stream for you, I will give you 3 points. Is that a deal?
Sure.
Okay, so who's your first person going to be?
Well, I kind of geared my material to entertain Brooklyn the most, so I think Brooklyn.
Okay, that's a very good guess. Brooklyn's always got a funny opinion. All right, let's see what Brooklyn did. Booyah, totally camera on. All right, Brooklyn, what got you to turn your stream on for Donovan Stroud?
I have questions, of course. Do you have a real estate agent's number for your route area? I have cigarettes and urges. That's 1. 2 is my affinity for snowballing, ranch dressing, don't care. Great. Loved it. And you tried to finger me early to be funny, so now I'm returning your finger. It's not clean.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right, Donovan, you got halfway through the process here, or halfway through the round, I guess you should say. So who is going to be your second choice?
Is Jay Watch an option?
Yes, he is. Let's check it out. All right, let's see. You know, Jay Watch, your name was mentioned and he hasn't even seen your face yet. So
I'm actually, I cheated. I saw in the chat that he said he likes me.
Oh. Well, Jay Watch, well, you know what? They could like you 1 minute and then they could not like you in the next. So you never know. So Jay Watch, what got you to turn your stream on for Donovan Stroud? Unmute your mic.
Can you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
All right, how you guys doing? Hey, Brenda. Hey, y'all. I like him because he's as a lyricist, he uses wordplay. I love that. That's it.
Hell yeah. Thank
Love the wordplay. The FedEx, the come. Yeah, I love it all.
Oh yeah, thank you.
All right, Donovan, congratulations on your 3 points. And now you can take your 3 points and we can call it a game, or you can, rest of the cast, press yo funny. I guess they didn't feel like saying it. So I will give you 5 points if you can decipher the next 2 people that may have turned their stream on for you, or you can walk away with your 3 points. What will you do, Donovan?
Oh, I gotta go for the win.
All right. Well, who's going to be your next choice?
I really wanted Speed Bump to like it, so I want to guess Speed Bump.
Ooh, I like him knowing people's names. All right. You are correct. Speed Bump turned his camera on. Speed Bump, he says he wanted you to like it. So what got you to turn your stream on for Donovan Stroud?
Well, Miss Brenda, you know me. I like dark. I like raunchy. I like sex talk. I like it. I like it. It hit me.
He gave you the peace fingers. All right. Well, Donovan, tic-tac-toe, 3 funny folks in a row, all loving what you are doing. You're halfway through this round. So who's your next choice going to be?
The easy, well, I don't want to say easy. I have a feeling Malfunction Junction picked it, but I'm doubting that Bacon. I'm doubting whether or not Bacon liked it. So I'm gonna take the risky option and go with Bacon.
Ooh, the risky option and go with Bacon. So we're gonna put up our dressing room and we are going to check it out and see what has happened on the count of 3, everybody. 1,
2.
Press, you're funny.
You're funny. Nice.
Well, Miss Bacon, your camera is on. What got you to turn your camera on for Donovan Stroud over there?
He was hilarious from start to finish, but I would personally like to say that I'm pissed off at the FedEx, the fed up bitch person. Are we done with the intros yet? I really hope so. Like, because obviously it was that fed up chick that convinced him to ride the Ups truck, but I'm telling you, I would have totally licked that stamp. Like,
I love it.
Thank you.
Well,
Thank you.
Donovan, tic-tac-toe, like I said, you had 3 comedians in a row, but you know, I want everybody to be on the screen. So don't forget that you have 4 points and not 3. Okay. So,
okay.
Well, not 4, but you know what I'm saying. You're halfway to 5. So who's your next choice going to be?
You know, I'm trying to reach an age range, you know, varying from every age range. I want to reach every demographic. And, Randy seems out of my demographic. So I want to see if I reached him.
Ooh, I like a man that likes to live dangerously. So let's check it out at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Press,
You're
Funny.
Yeah. Congratulations, Randy. You've helped Donovan get his 5 points. What got you to turn your stream on for him?
I'm gonna go back and take that civil services exam again. I didn't know you could get laid. I'm gonna deliver my package.
Oh, Jesus. I don't want another HR emergency. So, but congratulations, Donovan. You have 5 points. Y'all give it up for Donovan for getting on the board.
Thank you.
Yes. Now you can take your 5 points and you can walk away and we can call it a game. Or you can, rest of the cast,
Press
You're
your funny.
Funny.
and I will give you 7 points if you can guess the next person that may or may not have turned on their stream for you. No, may not. And out of those 2 people, you just have the one left. No, you have 2 left. You have Insane and you have Speed Bump.
No, malfunction, junction.
No, malfunction. Sorry. I get them mixed up. They both had beards.
That's not where I thought you were going.
So what will you do, Donovan?
I have to get both of them for the points.
No, you only have to guess one.
You can walk away.
Well, no, I gotta trust in Malfunction. There's a reason he's in here, and there's a Malfunction Junction in South Carolina, and I just gotta trust that he's with me.
Okay, I'm digging it for the trust. All right, everybody, at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Press
Your
funny.
funny. Yes.
Brother, I gotta say, you broke my heart. You broke.
Oh no.
How you gonna compare me to that guy in the chair? That's so funny. We both got a beard. Are you high?
Well, Tony, I know why you wouldn't turn on your screen for me, but what got you to turn your stream on for Donovan Stroud?
Oh man, he's fucking hilarious. I mean, never mind the fact that he's lived basically any plot to every porno I've ever seen. You know what I mean? That's basically how the movie starts off. Package for you, ma'am. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And it was blowjobs, Randy. I want to take that test too. Like I want to work with that once.
Oh God,
I'll send y'all a link to apply.
I guess so. We are making the mail system a lot better these days. All right. So congratulations. Y'all give it up to Donovan for his 7 points and getting all the screens to turn. So far, so good, Donovan. Now you can take your 7 points and you can walk away. Or I will give you 10 points if Insane turned on his camera for you. Don't talk over my screen.
I don't know Insane. I don't know him. That is scary to me. The unknown of that. I'm gonna take it and walk away.
Y'all give it up for Donovan, clapping hands because we're too broke for sound effects around here.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Donovan, you can take your 7 points. Please make sure that you write them down because I'm busy producing the show. But just for shits and giggles, at the count of 3, cast 1, 2, 3.
Press
your
funny.
Jordan, are you fed up yet?
I am.
Welcome to the stream, Insane. Nice of you to be able to join us. It's good to see you. What got you to turn your stream on for Donovan?
His whole routine built up. I just pictured myself pushing speed bump up a ramp and then watching him go down going, wee! It was good. It got better as he went on. He got more comfortable.
You guys
Thank you.
are terrible and good all at the same time. But Donovan, you would have walked out with 10 points, but 7 isn't so bad. We're about to move on into one of my favorite segments of the show, the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Talking about the sponsor spotlight, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
And word.
No,
I love when I have backup. This is one of my favorite parts of the show because we get to highlight different faces, spaces, and places that we have seen over the years and have had the chance to witness their greatness. I'm going to go back and look into the archives because it's always fun to bring up memories of what happened before. Let's check this one out. Meet David Green, the funny man who's, and I can't read the rest of the title, so I hope you guys enjoy the clip.
Oh, I'm doing quite well.
It's good to see you. Introduce yourself to the folks.
Oh, how you doing? I'm David Green from Cumberland, Maryland. I've been doing comedy for a few years, and the reason why I think I'm a winner is because that's all I do is win.
I love it. All you do is win, and I guess that is what makes you such a good contestant. Am I right?
That's right. Won a championship today, and for the second and third grade flag team that I coach. So.
All right, and that was the sponsor spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Talking about the sponsor spotlight, y'all.
Spotlight.
And word. Shout out to Funny Man Green. We look forward to Fridays and having you on the show so you can donate some of your jokes to us. It is time for us to hop into our next game, and this is a new game, so do not try this at home yet. We are still working out the kinks, so watch us play it a few times, and then you can purchase the card deck and you can play it at home yourself. All right, this one is a quick fire comedy cipher. Now, the game rules are very, very simple on this. I am going to show a topic on the stream, and we are going to go round robin through the cast, and they are going to give their answers. At the end of the round, they will vote off their weakest link. So, in this one, the difference is you can stutter, you can do all of that stuff because the weakest link gets voted off. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Yes, Brenda.
Yes.
I love it. It's like the Wizard of Oz. We're off to see the wizard. The wonderful Wizard of Oz. All right. So take a look at this picture, something that comes across my timeline quite often. So the best comment wins, or rather the worst comment gets voted off. So Speed Bump, starting with you.
First of all, she's too tall for me. I'm in a wheelchair, so I'm not exactly sure what's going on, what I'm supposed to be saying, but I can't do it. I can't do it, Miss Brenda. She's too tall for me.
All right, Malfunction Junction.
No blowjobs for you.
Donovan.
He doesn't even have to smoke weed. He just has sex with her, and then he's high as giraffe pussy.
Randy,
Tits at eye level. That's what I'm talking about.
Bacon.
All I would do is be grabbing his head, pushing it to my tummy, like, blow a raspberry. Do it. Do it.
Insane.
IG got me. I'm just flabbergasted at how tall you are. I can't kiss you.
Okay. And how about Brooklyn?
I want to know what I look like in drag, and that's Steven next to me. I'm calling myself Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
All right, you guys. Pretty funny stuff. So round robin, speed bump. Who's the weakest link?
The weakest link I would have to go with Insane.
Malfunction junction, weakest link.
I'm going to say speed bumps. They weren't sure what to do.
You noticed that, huh? Okay. Donovan, who's the weakest link?
I did not expect this game to just turn so brutal. I love all of you, but I'm sorry, Insane.
It's all good.
He said, sorry, Insane. Somebody has an echo going on, and it is driving me insane. So who is that? We got to stop the whole show because somebody's microphone. Oh, it's Brooklyn. Brooklyn's being noisy. All right, Donovan. Randy, who's the weakest link?
Well, speed bump. I think you need to get a booster chair.
Bacon, who's the weakest link?
A speed bump. Sorry. I love you. Hold on.
Insane, who's the weakest link?
I can't say me, so I have to go with the speed bump. It's funnier than me, though.
Go with the speed bump. All right, Brooklyn. We have
Just disappointing. Speed bump. We're picking on my friend Insane.
Speed bump. Oh, y'all are picking on speed bump. So I think, oh, Brooklyn, your microphone is killing me. So I think it would be speed bump who got the boot for the weakest link. Am I correct?
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately. All right, speed bump. All right, so we are off to the next subject. You guys kind of see how it goes. So you guys can also boot people off for their audio inability to answer, anything that prevents them from getting the funny through. So after sex, what do you say to your partner? So starting with Malfunction Junction.
God, look, I paid for the hour, but I don't know what we're going to do with the other 58 minutes. Maybe cry.
Donovan.
Good game, champ.
Randy.
Fix me a bologna sandwich.
Okay. Bacon.
I told you mine was bigger.
Insane.
We have to leave. My wife's going to be home soon.
Brooklyn.
What's your name?
All right. What is up with your mic?
I think someone has a TV on with the audio in the background.
Are you guys in the same room or next to each other?
We're nowhere near each other, thank God.
Then there's something in his background that's causing an echo,
TV.
but that's
His TV.
okay. All right, so Malfunction Junction, who's the weakest link?
Well, man, I don't Insane, possibly.
Ooh, Donovan, weakest link.
I was gonna say Malfunction.
Oh, Randy.
it's a tough one, you know, because everybody had pretty good compliments, pretty good comments for the most part. Bacon.
Oh,
That-
blasphemy.
Bacon, weakest link.
Randy, I'm livid.
And insane, weakest link.
Randy.
Randy, they ganging up on you. All right, Brooklyn, weakest link.
Insane, because we're not in the same room.
So I think that gives insane 2, and I think Randy got 2. Am I correct?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay,
Let's
so
do-
Jay Watch, you're the tiebreaker. Who was the weakest link?
I'm go with conjunction.
Oh Lord, he can't even break the tie. All right, well, I tried to make it fair. All right, so out of the 2, Randy Holton and Insane, let's go back again. Malfunction Junction, who gets the boot?
Insane.
Donovan.
This was a really good round. Everybody was funny. I liked what Insane said, so I'm gonna say Randy.
All right, 1-1. Bacon.
Randy.
And Insane.
Insane, and it's Brooklyn. But thank you.
Oh, that's I think I'm gonna do 23andMe and see if me and Miss Cleo are related. It seems I can look. I predicted our president wouldn't serve a day. I predicted Diddy would walk, and so now I predicted you would say insane. See,
You're not good at this.
I'm on a roll.
Please stop immediately.
All right, so I think we have. Let me get him out of here, and let me get him out of here, because I think we still have 2 and 2. Am I correct on this?
Yep.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to be. Hold on, maybe Jay Watch can do it. All right, Jay Watch, you've been listening to my dilemma. So out of Randy and Insane, who's the weakest link?
I'm gonna have to go with Randy. I like Randy.
Thank you, Jesus. Because he was finna have us on, y'all was finna have us on screen forever. All right, Insane, you barely squeaked by. I think Jay Watch saved your butt. So on to the next round. Are we ready?
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go.
Oh my.
3 words only. If you go outside of 3 words, I'm so sorry, you are out. Malfunction Junction.
Pronouns were.
Donovan.
That's pretty silicorny to me.
I'm sorry, I pushed the button too fast. What did you say?
It's silicorny instead of silicone.
Okay, silicone. Okay, Bacon.
That's horrible.
Somebody unplug the blow up doll before it pops.
Okay, so Bacon is so out. 3 words only. Let's see. Insane.
Franken bitch gone wrong.
Brooklyn.
It's going to be a no.
That is so too many words. Look at how we cut down the cherry tree, guys. There's 3 of y'all left. All right. Are you guys ready for your next? And this is your last category. So one of you 3 will win 5 points for this round. Are you guys ready?
Oh yeah.
All right, here we go. What's the best response to an angry customer saying, "I'm never coming here again"? Malfunction Junction.
You promise?
Donovan.
At least you're coming.
Insane.
Me neither.
Malfunction Junction.
Don't threaten me with a good time, goddammit.
Donovan.
Got it.
Yeah, I'm out. Is that too much time? Shit.
He's like customer service. Insane.
Sir, but we're in your house.
Nice.
Malfunction Junction.
No, that's not what it's for. I don't care if you cook meth. Just leave the store already.
Donovan.
How many of these? I didn't know we were doing this many. My bad. Never coming here again.
Okay. Insane.
He's new. Give him a break. I'm never coming here again. That's what your wife said.
Last round. Malfunction Junction.
That's fine. I know where you live.
Donovan, come on. You can do it. Last round.
Okay. I'm never coming here again. Well, that would make the world a better place.
Very cool. Insane.
But you own the business, sir.
It'd be very hard not to come back, eh? All right. Well, Brooklyn, you've heard all three. Who took that round for you?
Actually, I'm not pained to say it. I'm terrified to say it. Insane was actually pretty funny.
Very cool. All right, Speed Bump. Who took that round for you?
Even though he was nervous, I give the new kid.
Okay. Give it to the new kid. Randy, who took that round for you?
I'll give it to Insane. And he's got a strange line going down his head today.
We're gonna have to look into that. What happened? I can't believe that happened. All right. Bacon isn't at her station, so we're gonna jump over to Jay Watch. Jay Watch, who took that round out of those three?
I gotta give that one to man. I like the new kid. I'm gonna give it to him. He's confident.
Okay. You gonna give it to the new kid. Oh, let's see. All right, new kid. I'm thinking that you took that round. So congratulations.
I can't believe it. Thank y'all.
Everybody freezes up on the first time. We're a forgiving bunch, but I think just your physical comedy while you were freezing up probably won you the round. And also because we have one less because Bacon's not at her station. So a win is a win. So congratulations on the 5 points. Y'all give it up for, for Donovan. Yeah.
Take off your shirt.
No.
You got any sweet tea for that? Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to speak over you. My bad. I was saying, do you have any sweet tea for that?
No sweet tea. But you got 5 points. All right. It's time for us to jump into our next segment, the You Say Trivia, an interactive comedy trivia game. And this is where you, the audience, can help our comedic cast get the answer right, or you could lead them astray so that our contestant wins their 5 points. This is the all or nothing round. If the contestant confuses the cast and they get it wrong, the contestant will win 5 points. If the cast gets it correct, they win Zippo, and their future is in the hands of the cast. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
All right, we are going to play a super easy game just to figure out who is going to get to ask their question. But I kind of like picking on the new guys, so we're gonna play tap in just for fun. But definitely, Donovan is definitely asking his question. Everybody agreed?
Yes.
Yep. Yes.
All right, so everybody, cameras off. This is the way that we play this game. This game is included in your card decks that are for sale. They are only $5 plus shipping and handling, which is an estimated $10 per pack. But this game will give you hours and hours and hours of fun because it is so flippin' simple. Okay, so by the time I remove this graphic, everybody should have their cameras off. Let's see if we've done the right thing. All right, we are at a blackout, so that is awesome. I'm going to ask a super simple question, and the first person to turn on their screen and yell tap in will be afforded the chance to answer the question and win 5 points simply because I'm stripping that option away from you guys and giving it to the new guy. So let me see. Very simple question. What is my last name?
Tap
in.
Randy Holton, quick on the draw. All right, Randy, what is my last name?
Brown.
That is correct. Ding, 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 ding. You guys give it up for Randy Holton. All right, all right, all right. All right, Donovan. I guess he forgot to turn on his camera, but that's okay. You are up to bat, sir. Remember in the message that I sent you earlier, I asked you to prepare a trivia question.
Yes.
Okay, so you are going to pose that trivia question, and then you're going to give us 3 answers to choose from. You with me so far?
Yeah.
Okay, and I will give the cast 1 minute to decide what the answer is. If they get it correct, you win Zippo points. If they get it wrong, you win 5 points. You with me so far?
Okay.
Okay, and if they get it correct, your fate lies in their hands. We'll talk more about that later. So go ahead and pose your question.
Okay. You guys are sick. Now, can I? So the question I have is, what is the average number of people that are struck and die by lightning in the U.S. per year?
Wow, that's a deep question. And so the 3 answers are?
The first option A is 5. The second option is 20, or the third option is 57.
I love it. All right, I'm going to add you back to the cast. And one more time for clarity, give us the question and the 3 answers.
So what is the average number of people struck and killed by lightning in the U.S.? 5, 20, or 57?
All right, Cash, you guys have heard the question twice. You guys have heard the answers twice. I am going to turn on your comments because you got, of course, our boy Matt Timney out there tuning in. Y'all say hi to Matt. Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt.
Hey, Matt. We got Funny Man Green tapping in on his lunch break. We got Stephen Sane doing double duty. Christine McComb. So these sound like some pretty smart people. So 60 seconds are on the clock for you guys to decide the answer. Please remember mic etiquette and what we said in the green room so that you do not talk over to each other, and remember to pass the mic. Everybody got it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you guys cannot come up to an agreement on what the answer is, the contestant will win his fate back. And he will win the 5 points. Everybody with me?
Yes.
When you guys have come to an answer, you must all turn off your screens and yell locked in so that I know you have come to one answer and we can move on. Everybody with me?
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. 60 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin.
Ladies first.
I would gonna obviously guess the odd number because the
You
chances
would.
of even are less. But I know that like 20 people died in a lightning strike just this last week, like in a lake or a pool or something. So I'm
Wow.
gonna assume it's higher than that.
Yeah, I expected the numbers to be higher.
Well, in Florida, right? Everybody's
Oh,
playing
God.
golf. Lightning capital of world. Well, the lightning capital of USA is Tampa, Florida. It's in the name. Tampa means fire sticks in native language.
Great.
So there's
Really?
probably, yeah.
My people are also named
I'm on
after sticks.
57.
I have no idea.
It's
We have
C.
32 seconds. I'm
I
going
think
with
so.
C.
Let's get
C, lock it in.
C.
See,
Locked in.
lock it in.
I
Lock it
love
in.
it. I like
Where's the-
when I hear some conversations going and I can tune out and read some of the comments. So, Malfunction Junction, you guys all came to a decision. Tell me what that was, and do you think you guys got it right?
Well, just to be real with you, I absolutely have no idea if we got it right or not, but everyone else is pretty confident in me and 57. And you know me, I'm a drug addict. I'm going to follow him. Why not? 57 sounds good.
I will follow him, follow him. All right, Donovan, give us the answer and a little background.
So Bacon was not wrong. There were people recently struck in South Carolina at Lake Murray. They survived, and the thing that I like Googled, the stats were for 2024, so it didn't count into the average, but it's 20.
20. So they got it incorrect, right?
Correct.
All
Lucky.
right. So congratulations on your 5
Oh,
points. Y'all should have listened some more to Bacon because at least she was headed in the right direction. So, all right, Donovan, you win your 5 points, and I'm going to give you a chance to win some more points in this next game called Test Your Funny. Now, Donovan, I will give you 5 points if you can stay within the AB range in your GPA level. And I will give you 10 points if you can get all A's from all your castmates and stay on the honor roll. Okay, deal?
Deal.
Okay.
Okay, and we usually give you the option of doing 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else. But now, Donovan, I must warn you, if you choose something else, that is always chosen by the cast. So what will you do? 3 minutes of comedy or 3 minutes of something else?
I'm interested to see what the something else is.
Ooh.
Oh, I love it, everybody.
challenge.
Cameras on. He asked for it. It was simple. He had the chance to get out of it. Okay, I think Jay Watch is somewhere where he can join us. He looks pretty stable. All right, you guys. So he said something else. So Brooklyn, let's start with you. What else would you like to see Donovan Stroud do?
Oh, let me get my Rolodex of ridiculousness. Can you sing opera? You're doing it tonight.
I love it. Opera. All right, and saying, what else would you like to see our newbie do?
Pretend like he's dropping people's packages.
Singing opera, dropping packages. All right, Jay Watch, what other would you like to see our newbie do?
I want him to go in the melody of Old MacDonald Has a Farm while he's doing those things.
Oh, McDonald.
Oh my.
Yeah, he has a feedback sound. All right, Old McDonald while singing opera and dropping packages. So far, so good. All right, Bacon, what other would you like to see Donovan do?
I want him to be acting out a cheesy gay porn where he's the mail guy, delivery guy.
Oh my.
Wow.
He's dropping packages.
Male. Okay, hold on, Insane, before you mix me up. Thank you. All right, so You want to see him acting out an old school porn while he's dropping packages, singing Old MacDonald in an operatic form. Am I caught up to date?
Sí, señorita.
Okay. All right, Randy Holton. What else would you like to see Donovan do?
Recreate that scene when the customer asked him to get a blowjob.
Okay, so that's the same thing as bacon, sort of. So you either have to come up with, quiet in the studio.
I got something else. Recreate running from the dog that bit him.
Recreate running from the dog that bit you that you were talking about in the green room while reenacting the 1970s worst porn that you've ever seen while singing in an operatic voice, dropping packages. And I'm missing one. What am I missing, Bacon?
Malfunction.
Old MacDonald had a farm.
While singing Old MacDonald. All right, Donovan, I hope you're writing this stuff down or at least remembering it, because you have a long laundry list. All right, Malfunction Junction, what other would you like to see our newbie do?
Well, seeing as how I'm pretty sure nobody knows how to use the closed caption, and I'm not sure how many deaf people are actually watching this, he's going to have to make all this like translated through interpretive dance.
I can't with y'all. All right, interpretive dance while singing Old MacDonald, dropping packages in an operatic form while reenacting getting bitten by the dog in that old horrible 1972 porn movie, I think. Am I right, Bacon? Did I get that right? Okay. So that's a great theme right there. That's like a great mini series. I'm seeing awards, I'm seeing Emmys, I'm seeing we're gonna be the GOAT. You got money. Oh my dollar. All right, Speed Bump. What other would you like to see our newbie do?
I would like to see him juggle.
Okay, wait a minute. He's juggling while he's doing what, Malfunction Junction?
Telling the story through interpretive dance for the deaf folks that can't get the caption.
Juggling while doing interpretive dance for the closed caption people. Randy?
Getting bit by a dog.
While getting bit by a dog. Bacon?
Cheesy 70s porn style.
Brooklyn?
We're just bad people. Bad people. Sing it, buddy. I want to hear it.
Operatic. All right. Insane.
Dropping packages. Oops. Sorry, mister.
Whoopsie. Jay Watch.
It was what I said.
Old MacDonald.
Okay, y'all help Jay
Frozen.
Watch out. What was this?
Old MacDonald.
While singing Old MacDonald. All right, Donovan.
All right.
You've heard your marching orders. I hope you've written them down.
Yeah, I did.
Hold on. I'm going to set the clock. I know you're anxious. Harness all that energy because it is about to go down. I can feel it. All right. I'm going to put 3 minutes on the clock. It does not have to be jokes, but for the love of late night,
That'd be funny.
Or else.
let's go.
All right. Oh, dog! Oh my God! Old MacDonald had a farm. Yes.
That's great.
Ooh, bust the move. Bust the
Go Donovan. Go Donovan. Go Donovan.
Woo!
Wow.
It's always funny until somebody loses the camera.
The deaf people have no idea what's happening.
So, sir, you got a package. Let me just get for you real quick. Oh, shit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, sir. I parked my truck in your driveway.
Oh, yeah.
You need to grab it. But yes, sir. I do appreciate your offer for the blowjob. But I'm married and I'm not into guys.
Idiot.
What? Oh, what'd you say? My wife wouldn't know about it. Yeah, that's true. But I would know. But yeah. Did I miss anything else? I think that's all of them.
70s porn.
I think I did all of them.
Oh.
Did I do all of them?
70s porn.
Oh, 70s porn. Okay.
He's too young for that.
Well, the opera I combined the opera with Old MacDonald in case you didn't catch that. But
keep going.
For the 70s porn, that's easy.
He's already my friend.
And time. Oh, geez. That was an energetic performance like none I have ever seen. So that was really, really, really fun and really good. How did you feel about that, Donovan? You did.
I don't need antidepressants. I just got to do that once a month and I'll be all right.
Well, you're welcome to come and do it on our screen at any moment. All right, Donovan, I put forth our deal at the beginning of your 3-minute set, and you have your choice out of Speed Bump, Malfunction Junction, Randy Holton, Jay Watch, Insane, Brooklyn, and Bacon. Who is your first grader going to be?
Jay Watch.
All right. Now, he's newer to our screen, so I don't know how he grades. So I'm interested to see. All right, Jay Watch, A, B, C, D, E, F, or bomb fail.
I give him a solid B+ only because he didn't do the juggling.
Oh shit.
Oh, he did not do the juggling. I don't remember him doing the juggling. All right.
I didn't.
So he gave you a
B+.
A B+. Okay, well, you're not on the honor roll, so there goes the 10 points. But 5 points is still on the board, Donovan. So who's your next grader?
I had 3 options, you said?
You have Speed Bump, Malfunction Junction, Randy Holton, Insane, Brooklyn, or Bacon.
Oh, everybody. Oh, I thought you said 3. Okay. Insane.
Okay, now Insane is a good grader because he's a teacher in his other job. So let's see what he says. A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
It was a very unique approach, so I'm going to give him the A because we overwhelmed him as usual.
Well, Donovan, you got a B+ and an A-, so that puts you at an A-. I still think that the bigger grade gets more weight. So who's going to be your next grader?
Let's go with Randy.
Ooh, now Randy's kind of a tough cookie. I know you're new around here, but Randy's got some words for you. All right, Randy, A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. That was terrible. What would you rate that performance?
Well, I mean, he really worked for it. That's for sure. The dancing, he had a real dog.
That was a nice touch, definitely.
I think I even forgot about the juggling myself. So,
I think I did too.
so just for the dancing alone, we'll give him an A. I thought he was going to hurt
Ooh.
himself.
He did that. You did that flip, Donovan. I think that's what saved you. So, all right, tic-tac-toe, 3 funny folks in a row. And I think you're still holding on to an A. So y'all give it up for Donovan.
Woo. Thank you.
Yay. All right, Donovan, who's going to be your next grader?
Let's go with Bacon.
Ooh, I love it. Adding a feminine touch. All right, Bacon, A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
Well, considering it was so hot at the beginning, like my phone overheated immediately and I missed most of it. But in just the few seconds that I caught, you hit like all the points, and I felt like juggling all of that was it counted. So I give you an A. Like that was what I saw. It was really great.
I like her way of thinking. She said you were juggling everything. So indeed you were juggling. So Donovan, you're still in the A range. Congratulations. Who will
Thank
your
you.
next grader be?
Malfunction.
Okay, now Malfunction Junction is usually a laid back kind of vote, so I'm curious to see what he has to say. All right, Malfunction Junction, A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. That was terrible. What would
Are
you
you-
grade that performance?
Well, I mean, I'm too white to do half the shit he did. I just tell you that out loud right now. All the deaf people are confused as hell. I'm gonna give him an A. I couldn't interpret what the hell any of that was. He did the monkey flip, and I was all about that life. A.
All right. Well, Donovan, you got 4 enthusiastic A's, despite your no juggling, and a B plus. So you are still in the A range, and your 5 points is not in danger. So who will your next choice be?
Speed bump.
Boop. All right, speed bump, A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. That was terrible. What would you rate that performance?
Well, you're lucky that I've been going to NA and AA and anger management, because juggling was mine, but since I still give it an A, even though you skipped it. Like Bacon said, you were juggling everything, so I let it slide. I give you an A.
Thank you, boss.
I love
Slide like
it. All good comments, Donovan. Y'all give it up for him. Make him feel good about his exercise. And I mean, the dog really was a good touch. Even though he or she looked like, what in the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
But it didn't bite you, so that shows that there's a lot of love. And just for the ASPCA, no animals or dogs or any other creatures were harmed in the making of this video. Okay, so you are in the A range, and as long as Brooklyn, who is our last contestant in the studio, as long as Brooklyn doesn't give you a F, you can even get a D, and you will still win your points. So as long as he doesn't give you an F, you will be receiving your 5 points. So let's hear what he has to say. All right, Brooklyn, A, B, C, D, or FL bomb. That was terrible. What would you grade that performance?
I'll leave my grade, but as the second form of feminine energy on this team, thank you for the introduction. I had points questions. When you let the guy blow you, there were balls juggled, so I'm gonna give you an A plus. 2 is Jaywatch. You need to change your answer. That's wrong because the balls were juggled. You know he did it. The 401k for the post office is terrible. And then I had something else. Yes, I just picked up a gallon of iced tea and a carton of Marlboros. So I'm saying I'm available.
All right.
Oh my God.
A
And with
plus.
that out in the internet world, y'all give it up one more time for Donovan.
Yeah, thank you.
While
A
Brooklyn
plus.
goes and cools off his jets, we're gonna hit the spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Talking about the spotlight, y'all.
Yeah.
Do, 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 do. And word. This is always, like I said, one of my most special segments because, yeah, I just love all the people that we meet along the way that make our dreams come true. Our card decks are almost ready to go. I know I've been saying that for at least a week and a half, but I don't want to ship them out unless they are correct. So let me see if I can find the video from our printing team so that you guys can at least maybe not because we're on a time crunch. So here we go. This is always an oldie but a goodie, and I'll keep playing it until I get a new one. Shout out to Jim Zachary Jr. You are my wind beneath my wings. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
December 6, 2020 was a great night. It was the night that I was able to go and finally get on that stage in Vegas. It's a night that everybody looks forward to. I think back of that, I think that of a famous quote, Las Vegas is a place you go to escape reality, but the reality is that what happens there will follow you for the rest of your life. And that is definitely true in my case, and I hope it is in yours as well. So many games, so much fun, so much time I got to spend with Brenda Brown and the rest of the crew. What we were doing was big, it was exciting, it was a lot of fun. What we didn't know was what Brenda Brown was working on behind the scenes to make a bigger stage for all of us. Brenda Brown had a vision to bring everything from the screen to the stage, and so Sauce and City Live was born. From the pre-show promotions to the pre-stage bonding, so many comedians from all over the country gathered in one place, Las Vegas, all from the vision of one person. Brenda had a vision to take all the games that we played on screen and put them on the stage in Las Vegas. And Sauce in the City is still going strong today. This is the first annual comedy family reunion. Congratulations, Sauce in the City, for making it 4 years in service. Brenda believed it was important to give everybody the platform to shout out the people that truly inspire you. I'd like to take the time to shout out the people that truly inspired me during my stint with Sauce in the City. Jimmy Howe for introducing me to Sauce in the City. Charlie Mack for all the help behind the scenes. Darrell Hearns for the inspiration. Willie C. Smith, the Colorado comic, for his loyal support to the platform, Sauce in the City, and for all the guidance that he gives the newcomers. The very funny and amazingly talented Lisa Wood, and to the person that without none of this is possible, Miss Brenda Brown, aka the Chocolate Child. A very special thank you to UBSN TV, Roku, The Artifice Las Vegas, Sarah, your bartender, and Morpheus to provide the stage to make tonight possible. Congratulations, Austin City. I can't wait to see what you do next.
And that was a spotlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Talking about the spotlight, y'all. I love it when I have backups. Shout out to Jim Zachary Jr. I love that video. Yeah, great work. All right, you guys, it is time for us to jump into our next game, which is one that's become kind of popular. And this one is Who Said That? And this is where we would usually do impressions of the cast members, but we're going to change the rules a little bit for our friend Insane tonight, because he's been dying to do quotes by people. So that is what we are going to do. You guys are going to give your best quote from a movie, a TV show, whatever the quote is from, and we are going to give our cast a chance to try to figure it out. If they get it right, you get 5 points. If they get it wrong, you get 0 points, because that means your impression sucks. Does everybody understand the rules of the game?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, very simple. Okay, so let's go to the back of the pack and start with our girl Bacon. All right, Bacon, I'm going to put 30 seconds on the clock for you to give us your best impression. And we are going to try to figure out who it is and where it's from. So 30 seconds on the clock and go.
Well, this is the greatest country, and it's the bestest country, and well, you can't just have all these brown people coming here. Like, they're hungry, and they'll be eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, and we got to build the wall, but they won't build the wall for us. I don't understand why. Like, build the wall and then stay out, because you belong on the other side. Like, you know, we're going to take some white people from Africa, but no brown. All the brown, they all got to get on some boats and just get out of here, because this is America.
Yep. All right, you guys, you have heard the impression. 30 seconds on the clock. Who do you guys think she was talking about? When you guys have come to one answer, turn your cameras off and you're locked in. That way I know you guys have agreed on the answer. Everybody with me so far?
Yes.
Blatantly.
All right, 30 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin.
The devil.
My Uncle Dave.
Dave, Donald, the duck. Quack.
Humpty Dumpty.
Is it Twump? It's Donald Twump. I'm locking it in with Twump.
No, it's Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall a long time ago.
Donald Trump. Lock it in.
I agree to lock it in. My camera's not acting. My thing's acting up. Sorry, y'all.
Put your finger up there, Brooklyn. Just put your finger on the camera. Put your finger on the camera. There you go. Jay Watch, you do the same thing. Put your finger on your camera.
It's nice when it's not me.
Yep, there we go. All right, we are locked in. All right, Insane, camera on. Yep, stay with your finger on it if you can't do it. All right, Insane.
Right.
Tell me what the group answered, and do you think you guys got it right?
We're going with Donald Trump, and I'm pretty sure we got it right because we're eating cats and the dogs and chickens.
That's on your menu. All right, Bacon. Did the cast get it right?
I mean, I feel like they definitely got it right, but the whole Humpty Dumpty thing, like that's great. Like I'm gonna turn that into a meme now, and him on his wall, like Humpty Dumpty. We're gonna knock
Well,
him down. He ain't getting back
congratulations,
up again.
Bacon. You won your 5 points. All right. So next up, everybody, cameras on. There we go. All right, Jay Watch, put your finger down. All right, we'll get that together later. All right, Brooklyn, 30 seconds on the clock. In this segment of Who Said That? Let's go.
Oh, Archie, you want your beer? I'll give it to you. Get off the toilet. Come on downstairs. Gloria. Gloria. Oh, no. Me too. Oh, Archie, here's a beer. And some chips.
I can't read it today, sorry. I usually can.
Oh, Archie,
There she is.
Tell us.
Shut up,
Okay.
you, and give me
So,
this ear blowjob.
Obviously, Brooklyn did not understand the directions of the game.
And I'm completely sober today.
I know, right? So because he kind of gave away the answer, we just gonna skip over that one and go
Aw.
to insane. All right, no point.
No 5 points for
Yeah,
you.
no 5 points for you, Brooklyn. All right, insane. 30 seconds on the clock to give your best impressions or sayings from people, that places or things we should know. In Who Said That? 30 seconds. Let's go.
You're never going to come in my store again. I don't care, Homer. You are not going to eat all of the ice cream in my store and stay here anymore. You cannot live here. Go back to your wife. Mandela and I have had enough. It is time for you to go. My kids even don't like you here anymore. They want to kill you. You have to go now. Now. That's all I got.
Okay. All right. 30 seconds on the clock. Jay Watch, I guess he gonna take his finger down eventually. All right, we'll just put him back there. All right.
Tired.
I know, right? All right. So I would have thought he would have took it down, but hey, okay, there he is. All right. Anyway, 30 seconds on the clock. Who do you guys think that Insane was talking about? And he had me confused, so good luck. 30 seconds. Let the conversations begin.
Who's that monkey from Aladdin?
No. Oh, dude from The Simpsons.
Abu.
Apu.
Yeah.
And cultural atrociation. How dare you?
That's all.
Lock it in.
I got
Lock
no
it in.
answer.
Thank you,
And it's
Jonathan.
Apu. Lock it in.
I need my terrorist hat.
Put your finger back up to the screen, Jay Watch. There you go. All right, Donovan, camera on. Tell me what the team decided, and do you think you guys got it right?
That was Abu from The Simpsons. I do believe that was right.
Oh, you think you know your stuff, do you, Donovan?
Oh, I've never seen an episode of The Simpsons, but I just trust whoever said that.
They sounded like they knew what they were talking about, right? All
Yeah.
right, so let's check it out. All right, Insane. Who said that?
I read the comments and somebody wrote it was Camilla Harris, but it was Apu. Camilla Harris.
Okay. Well, they got it right, so you get 5 points. Y'all give it up for Insane. And who did that? All right, Bacon. Wait a minute. We already did Bacon, right? Yep.
Yes.
She was the first. See, you got to leave your camera on so that I know where we're going here. So everybody, cameras on. Yep. Okay. So Jay Watch, we're gonna try to get you here. Ooh, they already shooting fireworks. My nerves are bad. Um, my nerves are bad. All right, 30 seconds on the clock to give your best impression so that we know who said that. All right, 30 seconds. Let's go.
Let's go.
All right, y'all. You're having a good time, enjoying the food, like the fight. Mm-hmm. Get the hell out. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get the hell up out of here. Let's go. Get your raggedy ass and go. Let's go. You too. You too. Let me just take that. Let's go. Get your horse and go.
All right, the time is up. Okay. I have to time my own self. All right, 30 seconds on the clock, you guys. That was not a great clue, but I'm confused, but I think you guys can do this. So 30 seconds on the clock to decide who said that. And go.
I have an Uncle Daryl, but that sounds like an Uncle Daryl.
I was thinking Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle. There's a good guess. It's better than mine.
Good answer.
It wasn't Urkel. All right, Dave Chappelle.
For some reason, I was thinking Bernie Mac.
I thought Eddie Murphy at first, but
It could, yeah.
It had to be Little Nas. It was so gay. Riding with
That's
All we know is I am extremely too white to know what the fuck's going on right now. So I'm just
I'll
locking
go with
in on
that
the-
answer.
We're locking in the pale
Lock
card.
it in.
I'm pretty
locking
sure.
in?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Locked in on something.
Oh.
Okay, so what I do realize is we need
Yeah, it might
more
be.
time for this part. We probably need like 60 seconds, but I think it was a pretty good guess that you guys came up with. So speed bump, camera on. Tell me what the team decided, and do you think you guys got it right?
I'm not really 100% sure, but I think we voted for A or B. Eddie Murphy.
We voted for we're white. We don't know.
Oh, we're
Well-
too white for this answer.
All right, y'all. Okay, so I'm gonna Watch. We're gonna play tag team because you got an echo that's out of this world. So when I bring you the stream, you're gonna tell us who you're talking about. But sorry, you did not win the 5 points. So
I was talking about Martin.
I got all.
Martin.
Martin Lawrence.
Okay.
Martin Lawrence?
Yeah, I wouldn't have guessed that one. All right.
I'm sorry, Jay Watch.
Everybody, cameras on. Who did I not get? I think Donovan, right?
Right.
All right. So 30 seconds on the clock, Donovan, to give your best impression or sayings for who said that. And let's go.
I don't get no respect around here.
Hey, that's all we need.
That's it.
That's all.
That's all he needed.
Okay, that's all that was needed. All right. But we still have 35, 6, 4, 3, 2. Okay, now the time is all right, but that was some pretty good. I guess he only needed a one-liner, so that was pretty good. I don't know, he's got me confused. I don't know who that would be, but you guys seem pretty smart. So we're gonna put 60 seconds on the clock for you guys all to talk about it and come to a decision. When you guys have done so, turn your cameras off and yell locked in so that I know that a decision has been made. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Let the conversations begin.
Rodney Dangerfield locked in.
Rodney Dangerfield, lock it in.
What?
I'm
That
gonna go with
wasn't
Rodney
Andrew Dice
Dangerfield.
Clay?
He's
Rodney.
Rodney
Hey.
Dangerfield's the only guy
Rodney.
well known
It's
for
either that or
my
Trump. Rodney
paying
Dangerfield. Lock it in.
respects.
Yeah, Speed Bump beat Bacon. I'm surprised.
I like you guys come to a good decision very quickly, because then I get to ask Brooklyn, camera on, tell me who the team decided, and do you think you guys got it right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you get no respect around here. It's ridiculous. You
You
can't
guys,
even walk down the street anymore. You get slapped. It's ridiculous around here.
okay. Well, Donovan, tell us who, I guess, in this segment of who said that?
Well, I don't know how you didn't get it in the first place. I walk up to these couples, I tell them, you could both do better. Yeah, Rodney Dangerfield.
That was a pretty good impression. All right, you win 5 points, everybody. Cameras on. Give it up for Donovan Stroud and his impressions right on time. So Randy Holton, I haven't heard from you. So 30 seconds on the clock to give your best impressions of who said that. And let's go.
This is the prop right here, right? This is the gun. Punk, this is the most powerful handgun in the world. And I don't remember, did I fire 5 shots or 6 shots? So do you feel lucky, Punk? Well, do you?
Okay. You guys be getting right down to the point. I like it. Fast and fun. And even Betsy has given up on doing this time up thing. Okay, there it is. All right. All right, Randy Holton. Great job. All right, everybody else. 60 seconds on the clock. Cameras on for you guys to decide. Who said that? And go.
That was
John Wayne.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint
Yeah,
Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood.
Clint of the
Whoever said
Eastwood.
John Wayne needs to be shot in the
The
face.
other white
John
guy.
Wayne never
sorry.
spoke
And it's
like
me.
that.
Get your gun.
Clint
Gotta
Eastwood.
be a Clint. Clint Eastwood.
Yep.
The Dirty Harry.
Clint Eastwood.
You feel lucky.
I feel fucking fantastic. What do you mean?
All right, Bacon. I'm gonna need some feminine energy on this one. Tell me what the team decided, and do you think you guys got it right?
I don't watch those kind of movies. So I don't know, little lady. But they're saying it's Clint Eastwood. So we're gonna lock it in. But
Yep.
I think of the gorillas when I hear Clint Eastwood because I'm happy. I'm feeling
All right. I think Clint Eastwood is a good choice. Randy is from that era. So let's check it out. Randy, tell us who you're talking about, or I guess in other words, who said that?
This gun will blow your brains out. It's the most powerful handgun in the world. Clint Eastwood.
Well, congratulations, everybody. Cameras on. Give it up for Randy Holton and his impression of Clint Eastwood. Now I think everybody has gone, or no?
Nope.
Who? Oh, you malfunction, Justin. All right. 30 seconds on the clock to give your best impression in this segment of who said that. And let's go.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you want. And if it's money you're after, I don't have any money. What I do have is a very particular set of skills. Skills that I've acquired over a long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. Let my daughter go now, and that'll be the end of it. I will not look for you. You do not. I will look for you. I'll find you.
Oh, very
Nice.
good. Right on schedule. All right, not too bad. All right, Cass, 30 or 60 seconds on the clock for you guys to decide who said that? And hopefully Jay Watch can hold his camera up and stop turning somersaults. We'll see. All right. 60 seconds on the clock. Let the conversations begin.
It was
Liam
Liam
Neeson,
Neeson.
Taken, Heat, episode 1. Lock it in.
Yes, Liam
What?
Neeson, I heard.
It's
Liam
Liam
Neeson.
Neeson from the movie Taken, the first movie. Done.
I thought he was just talking about himself. Like,
Usually.
I thought, no, that's Bob Hope.
No, it's Liam Neeson.
Bob Hope.
Liam Neeson. Locked in.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, let's see if we can get Insane here. Camera on. Tell us who the team decided, and do you think you guys got it right?
We decided on Liam Nielsen, if I could say his name right. I knew the line in the movie, and he did it really well, but I couldn't think of the movie or the guy's name, so I'm glad they have a memory. Liam Nielsen? He did it very well. Very good.
Okay. I get it. Well, somebody's world is crashing. All right, Malfunction Junction, tell us who said that and if they got it right.
They did. Brooklyn was all over it. I watched Insane Struggle. Oddly enough, though, he is going to play Frank Drebin. He's going to be Leslie Nielsen's character in that movie, Naked Gun. So, that's going to be great. But yeah, it was Liam Neeson taking episode 1.
Wow. Okay. Well, congratulations. Give it up for yourself for your 5 points. Everybody, screen on. And I would just like to get a little feedback from each one of you because I just created that game in my head. So, Speed Bump, how'd you think that game went?
I think it went pretty decent for a new game.
Yeah, okay.
Not new game, but
Malfunction Junction, how do you think that game went?
Bill, it got me 5 points. I ain't going to bitch about it.
I love it. Donovan, as the newbie, and a new game all at once. How did that game go for you?
It was fun. Did Speed Bump do his impression?
no.
He didn't. See, Brooklyn got your back. All right. 60 seconds. I'm sorry. 30 seconds on the clock to give your best impression. And who said that? Rewind. Let's go.
Behave. Shag me now or shag me later, baby. Oh, behave.
I'm hit.
That's it.
He said, shag me now.
All
right. Very good impression. That is for the beginners. And Donovan, thank you so much for piping up. But back when I asked the question, that would be a good time to say, hey, Brenda, you forgot Speed Bump. But that's okay. You're new around here, so I get it. All right, you guys, 60 seconds on the clock for you guys to discuss and decide who said that. Let's go.
Powers.
Austin
Yeah.
Powers.
Mike Myers.
Yeah, Speed Bump still has his mojo for sure.
It's when he was on the bed.
And
He
you,
said,
Biden, look at it, would
I
you?
want $1 million.
do I make you feel Randy?
That's
No,
Randy, baby. You're getting Randy.
We know Jay Watch agrees. He just, yeah, thank you. All right, Donovan, I love your moxie. Camera on. Tell me what the team decided, and do you think you guys got it right?
Oh, 100%. That was a great impression. Love Austin Powers. I've seen all of those. So 100% Austin Powers.
Austin Powers. I think even I got that one right. All right, Speed Bump. Tell us who said that.
Dr.
What?
Evil,
Oh,
baby.
yes. Yes, it is right. It is Jim Carrey. I mean, not Jim Carrey. Austin Powers.
It's the other Canadian.
Austin Powers, Mike Myers.
Okay, well, congratulations on your 5 points. Make sure you write and record that down. We're going to have Donovan back as the point keeper. He seems to be on it. I like him. His style is cool. He like, wait a minute, we missed somebody. All right, so we were on Donovan, and now how was the game?
Well, I enjoyed that one a lot. That if that's a new game, you gotta stick with it.
Okay, I love it. Stick with it. I already did Malfunction Junction, so I was on Randy. How did that game go for you?
This is the most powerful handgun in the world, and it'll blow your head clean off.
He liked it.
I'm gonna guess that's I like it. Okay, Jay Watch, camera on. How did that game go for you? Okay, we'll get back to that. Insane. How did that game go for you?
Comedy, good. Funny, happy time. Insane, happy.
Brooklyn, how did that game go for you?
I didn't like it. Didn't get no points. 0.
Bacon, how did you like that game? How did it go for you?
Next to Test Your Funny, I think this is my new favorite game.
Good, because yeah, that is inspired by Insane. So thank you for continuing to week after week tell me in the trivia round that you wanted to do sayings by people. And I was like, you know what? That might be fun. So y'all
Yes.
give it up for Insane. Yeah, I think we're gonna keep that one. All right. So I promised to get to this part of the show because we have a new person, and this is the 3-minute sit the fuck down chair interview, and this is dynamic and funny interviews from our funny friends. So it is powered by comedians. One of our comedic castmates will be the interviewer, and they will have the chance to pick anybody on the stream that they want to interview for 3 minutes, and then get down to the bottom of it all, be able to ask any questions that they want. So we decided to shake it up just a little bit because it everybody should get a chance to answer. So we've included my 2 cents into this one. So we're going to ask everybody the same question. So we want some quick answers before we get to the interview. And the person of the night that is going to be our viewer is our new person, which makes the most sense. So Donovan, you will be our interviewer of the night. So you will get to ask one of our castmates in 3 minutes of any questions that you want. Okay.
Okay. It has to be geared towards individuals, or is it like ask everybody?
No, you're going to at the end of my 2 cents, you're going to pick one of the castmates to interview for 3 more minutes.
Okay.
So I'm going to get the top part, and you're going to get a chance to get down to the bottom of it all of one person.
Okay.
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 So hold your choice until the end. Okay. So make sure you're listening in to everybody's answers so you get the most interesting person for your interview. Okay.
Okay.
All right, y'all. Y'all heard what I have in mind. So the question is, can both people in a relationship follow their dreams 100%, or does one have to compromise? All right. So speed bump, you're up first. What do you think?
I think both of us should be able to, achieve our goals because that's how a relationship works. I feel like, one pushes another and the other one pushes, it's a win, you scratch my back, I scratch your back.
I love it. Malfunction junction.
Well, God damn it, there it goes. Honestly, I kind of feel like that somebody has to compromise because I tried that once. I was married for 15 years and I followed my dreams, led me down the road, drug use and all the things. I got left where I was at. She followed her dreams and stuff. I was trying to compromise and all the things. Now, well, I guess that other fella that she's with is making the sacrifice because she does her own home business stuff. And I'm thriving in the company shit without her. It's like a fucking win-win compromise.
I like it. All right, Randy Holton, what do you think?
It's a tough one because if you both want to go to the moon, that's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
So you might need someone else rowing in the boat to get to the moon because you won't be able to go to the moon without oars.
I want your drugs.
Okay, so sounds like somebody's going to have to compromise. All right, Jay Watch, what do you say?
I think it's possible. It's a good conversation. I gotta be 100% honest and plan accordingly. It can't be selfish about it. It can't be resentment either. It can't be resentment either if one is going better than the other.
So one has to compromise.
I've been in this situation before, so it's like, yeah, it can be tough if you're not on the same page.
Love it. Love it. Insane.
Oh, sorry. I liked it very much. I'm a little lost. I had a speed bump moment.
Okay. Here we go. Maybe the audience is lost too. So question, can both people in a relationship follow their dreams 100%, or does one have to compromise?
Oh, one has to compromise, absolutely, as I almost had to do tonight, yes.
Well, I'm glad it turned out for the better. All right, Brooklyn, what say you?
Well, I mean, it's got to be one has to compromise. It's going to be really easy. I ain't doing shit, so he's going to have a great career.
Bacon.
They both have to compromise, and it isn't about whose dream's going to be achieved. It's about when. You might need to decide the order of operations. Like, this one might pay us better first to help you achieve your goals. So let's, focus on this, or maybe there's a way to make it all happen. And if you're having to put your dreams aside for somebody else, then do it yourself.
I heard that. All right, Donovan, what say you?
I don't think either one has to compromise, and if you do, it's probably not the right relationship.
Ooh, boom, drop the mic. All right, Donovan, you have seen a little bit and heard a little bit from everybody in the studio. So who will your choice be to interview tonight? Who do you think?
I feel like I will learn a lot from Insane.
Ooh. Good choice. I like it. All right, Donovan, you have chosen Insane in the Membrane. Insane in the Brain.
Got no brain.
For this 3-minute sit the fuck down chair interview. So these are dynamic and funny interviews from our castmates, and you guys have been chosen. So I hope that you are in for the ride. I've been knowing Insane for a little while, and I'm curious as to know what these 3 minutes are actually going to be about. But as promised, here you guys are. Well, I thought I had it right. There we are. Betsy Jr. just had to catch up. All right. So 3 minutes are on the clock. Insane, meet Donovan. Donovan, meet Insane. And let the conversation and interviewing begin.
Okay. Insane, hello. What is your inspiration or no? What's your favorite like comedy movie before 2000, the year 2000?
The Frisco Kid.
Frisco Kid. Okay, I've
Yeah.
never heard of that.
Exactly. Gene Wilder and Harrison Ford.
Okay, Frisco Kid. Favorite comedian that is not alive?
I get no respect. Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah.
Oh no. Okay, I'm glad I did that impression for you earlier. What's the hardest drug you've ever done?
Hammer to my head.
Oh shit.
That's a joke answer. The hardest drug in succession. I guess you go with like meth and crack. I mean, you got to try everything once. Acid, mushrooms, cigarettes, life.
Okay.
Life.
Drugs are not great. I don't promote drugs, but I was just wondering.
How do I avoid being him?
Were you ever married?
Twice. Currently married.
Okay. How long have you been married now?
A little over a year.
Really? Okay. That's cool. I mean, what happens with the other ones?
Oh, I am insane. So after being together 20 years, she finally got the strength to leave me. And at the time, our 17-year-old, 18-year-old daughter, and the boyfriend that was living with us, and just it progressed from there. And instead of getting back together, my ego kicked in, and I started dating other women.
Okay. What? Nice. What?
I have 3 children that I know of.
Okay.
I don't know how many I don't know of.
Like, do you do stand up?
Not much anymore, but I'm about to go back into the open mic scene. Possibly produce a show doing this game live, film it all. Yeah, I produced 2 shows after I met with Brenda at Governor's in Levittown. Produced and was in them. Broke even at least. Filmed it. It's on my YouTube and YouTube.
Okay. And then, are you familiar with the game Fuck, Marry, Kill?
Yeah, Fuck, Marry, Kill. Yeah.
All right, so you got, let's see, you got Jennifer Aniston. You got Jason Momoa, the guy that played what's his Aquaman.
Alrighty.
And then and then you got Bernie Mac.
He's dead. But I have to fuck, marry, kill those 3.
Yeah, you're possibly gay for one scenario. Yes.
Yes, maybe 2 scenarios. One's a necrophiliac. Well, Jennifer Aniston, I'm not sure what she's been through, but I'd probably fuck her. Marry her. I don't know. I'm already married, so if I had the option, if I was single, maybe it'll bounce me over to J-Lo. But I like Hispanic women, or Latina.
Okay.
Bernie Mac, I'd unkill, and the second one, I just learn how to swim better.
Well, that was the most interesting 3 minutes Sit the Fuck Down Chair interview that we have had in a long time. And you guys have inspired me to change, or not to change, but to tweak the format of this segment. I think the next time that we do it, it will be question for question. So if you guys will indulge me in maybe about 3 minutes more, just so I can test the theory. Donovan, you'll start with the question, and saying your answer. Then you will ask Donovan a question. Donovan, you will answer, and back and forth for 3 minutes. You guys got me?
Yeah.
All right. 3 minutes on the clock. Let this experiment begin.
What do you plan on doing when you retire? My answer would be not shit.
Mine's dying.
Nice.
Nice. Do I ever give up? I guess at 59 going on 60. How old are you?
32.
My daughter's age, 92.
What's her
93,
number?
47.
No, like what's her
Oh.
cell phone number? You said she's my age. What's her number?
She's enjoying being single after being married and divorced currently. And yeah,
That
she's
sounds
in
like
New
me.
York. Nice.
I love
Make it work.
I love New York. Are you from New York?
Yeah. Yeah.
What part?
Currently Brooklyn, like the Brooklyn Dodgers thing I had behind me before, and just I've been doing comedy since literally 2017 is when I really went and did that first 5 minutes in a little town called Pueblo, Colorado.
Okay.
I was so high.
That's the place for it.
It was fun. I had a lot of fun there. It boosted my ego, and I met a lot of good people. And I try not to forget them, because I was, how'd you get your start in comedy? Well, where do you want to head with it? Like, what do you want to do with it? We're not listening to Brenda's rules, but
My wife at the time took me to an improv class, and I really enjoyed that. So she figured I would enjoy open mic, and immediately wanted to sign up. But she was like, maybe you should write something first. And went back the next week, and that was all she wrote.
Okay.
What I want to do with it is just bring joy. Like I've been like battling depression for like the past 7 years, because so getting out of that is mainly my focus, and just like using that to my benefit.
you're learning how to turn negativity into positivity.
Right. Yeah.
That's difficult. Yes, I understand the depression, the pressure, all the things we put ourselves through. Absolutely. Like you're not good enough, a divorce. These are questions. So what are you gonna do with comedy next?
Right now, my goal is to put out a bunch of content and do shows.
Nice. Okay.
All right, you guys give it up for yourselves for helping me with this experiment. And
Thank you.
I'd like to hear from the both of you. Which way do you like better?
Anal. Not.
Hey, I know a guy. He's got sweet teeth.
Brooklyn.
I'll give you his address. I still remember it.
I know where he lives.
I didn't write his address down and save it for eternity. But I don't even remember what the question. Oh, I like the back and forth questions. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's better. And you guys actually shared the time very eloquently. So give it up for yourselves. Like you guys tossed the ball back and forth and back and forth. And
I juggled.
so you did.
Yes.
You did. It's a little late, but you did. So that was our new and improved version of the 3 minute sit the fuck down chair interview. Shout out to my boy Lloyd Legacy Sharp for the inspiration of having these dynamic and funny interviews from our funny friends. And I am just like all about it because we are at the end of the show. We did it, y'all. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, let me stop before they strike my record on YouTube. All right. This is the end of the show where we get to do our shout outs. We do this on every episode, if I can remember. And most of the time that I do, most of the time. Anyway, because it's always free to give somebody their flowers while they're, on top of the dirt. And so I want to make sure that we always say thank you to those who have helped us in our journeys. I will put 30 seconds on the clock for each contestant to shout out to all of those people that I mentioned before that they can think of in 30 seconds, give their point score, and crown their game master. Now, the game master is the person that they think has played the game on this episode the best. Everybody's backstage, so they can't tell me if they're with me or not. But if you're with me, put your finger on your nose. Boop, 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 boop. All right, I'm digging it. All right, speed bump. 30 seconds on the clock and shout out.
Oh, what's up? So my shout out goes to, of course, like I do every week. I like to shout out Sauce in the I'm gonna get this right. Sauce in the City late night game show. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be, all giddy and excited and have a smile on my face. Y'all the upkeep of my life. I finally have something to look forward to, and my points, I would like to say I have 10. I don't know, probably 5. I wasn't keeping. I'm not very good at math.
Okay, 5 sounds doable. I don't know if anybody was keeping score, but nobody seems to be protesting, so 5 it is.
Hey, that's good. I got on board. That's all that matters.
All right, speed bump. Well, who will be crowned as your game master?
My game master, I would have to go with Insane.
Game.
I don't know who ran games. I thought you ran the games.
Okay. Why Insane?
Because he's insane. There's no, I love Insane. He's a good guy and he teaches me everything and he's a fun guy. I like playing his games. I like playing along.
Okay. So, speed bump, remember in the green room before the show, I told you that I had been watching this new game show. I won't say the name because they'll strike me on YouTube. But remember, I told you it sounds like so. Remember that game. So we're gonna play a version of it for our shout out. So what's going to happen is, like a snake, we are going to snake our way through the cast, and we are going to see who's the last person chosen to the stream. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so your job is to pick the next person up to do the shout outs.
Donovan.
Oh, Donovan. I like that answer. And why Donovan?
Because he's a new guy.
Because he's the new guy. So new guys and gals win favor. All right, Donovan. 30 seconds on the clock to shout out, give your point score, and crown your game master. Let's go.
Okay. I'd like to shout out someone who I think would be a perfect fit for your show. Yeah, I do a podcast, used to, and I'm trying to get back started with him. The reason he'd be perfect is because he's hilarious. He's a comedian, and his name is Sauce Got Jokes. So I think that would be fitting for your show, since it's called Sauce in the City. My points, if I'm correct, I think I hit the max 25.
Okay, let's see. I don't see anybody arguing here. Nope. All right, so 25 it is. And who will be your game master?
I'm going to have to say Speed Bump.
Okay. Why Speed Bump?
I like him.
Very simple. He picked you, you picked him, you guys picked each other. I'm gonna have to make a song up. All right, so I can tell that Speed Bump and yourself have made a friendship, and that's super awesome. But because you're a newbie that has come to our stream, I get to ask you 3 bonus questions that I ask every newbie when I can think about doing it. So, are you ready for your 3 bonus questions?
Oh yeah.
All right. Number 1, did you have fun?
I had a blast. Yeah.
Yay, look at the sincere look on his face. He really did have fun. Okay. Number 2, are you glad Joel sent you over here, sir?
Oh, of course. Yeah. I'm gonna like seriously see if I can like get some more people for y'all, and I hope to come back and just be a part of the audience or whatever.
Well, that is very good that you said that, because that brings me to our question number 3, which is, will you come back and join us for another episode?
Anytime. Yeah. Like
Yay!
y'all,
Oh,
this was really fun. Yes.
right on. You give it up for your friend Donovan, since you guys didn't say anybody else yet. Um, so you have to make the sound effect, Speed Bump. You have to clap your hands. There we go. We'll put some sound effects behind that later, maybe. All right, Donovan. Remember I was talking about this new game show that I watch, and we are snaking our way through our castmate. So who would you call to the stream next?
Let's get Jay Watch.
Uh-oh. Jay Watch done made the impression the little bit of time you've been on the show. And hold on before you unmute your mic. It is so nice to see you again, and thank you for going through hell and high water to join us. It's all about the gang, as they say. So okay, so go ahead and take your 30 seconds to shout out, point score, and crown your game master, and then mute yourself. And go.
I want to give a shout out to a Donovan for being such a good spirit. I like his spirit. I want to crown him a game master as well, because I feel like me and him would hang out and it'd just be always a great time. I want to shout out my homegirl Bianca for saving the day today from all my hell.
Woo!
And she will be an excellent candidate for this show. Baby, my homegirl.
Hey, homegirl.
So yeah.
Hey, homegirl.
Yeah, and so thank you, and shout out to Brenda and Sauce in the City, and all you guys for being patient. I barely got any points. I mean, no points at all. Probably not even a high point. But hey, we made it. It's all good.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna mute you. Okay, I don't see anybody arguing about no points. So Jay Watch, it is always nice to have you. And when I unmute you, remember I was talking about that game that I was watching, and we're gonna snake our way through our cast, and we're gonna see who is our last one on the trolley. So unmute your mic and tell us who's up next.
Bacon.
All right, Bacon. 30 seconds on the clock to shout out, point score, and then crown your game master.
All right. Well, I want to shout everybody here out. Like, Brenda, thank you for having me once again. Like, I really do appreciate this platform. I love getting saucy with you. You, my sizzling sister.
Sizzle.
And I want to shout out Randy, thank you for the booster thing, because when it's not raining, it helps 100%. Thank you for making sure I cannot look like J Money over there going in and out. Because it's usually me, man. I think I had 10 points.
Okay, I don't see.
I wrote it down, but
I don't see anybody saying no. So, okay, 10 points it is.
And I have dual shout outs, Speed Bump, thank you for coming back day out, all the time, week after week, day after day. I appreciate your hustle and everything you do. But Donovan, you really made the show for me tonight. You were hilarious. You're on point. Your interview, all of your reasons for doing comedy, I definitely felt that. And rock on, sizzle.
Hell yeah.
Rock on.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Bacon, remember the show that I was telling y'all about in the green room? So we are snaking our way through the cast. So now you have your choice. Who is next up for the shout outs?
The one who is snaking his way across the country right now, trying to get out of Podunk. And I feel that. Malfunction Junction.
What's your function? All right, Malfunction Junction, 30 seconds to shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and start with the point score. I think I got 5 points, and ain't nobody going to argue because most of them's in backstage and online watching at home and whatnot. So I doubt they'll dispute it. You know what I mean? And I would say my game master, Donovan, he was cool, man. Good sport, showing up and all the dance moves and shit. Thanks for showing me just how white I am. I appreciate the hell out of that. I'm the hater to you. Make that make sense, bro. But yeah. Man, I want to shout out to you also, Miss Brenda and Damien. I'm going to shout out to you too as well. I don't know if you're watching this or not, but I do hope you get better, man.
Oh, melt my little heart. You guys are going to give me a heart attack on one end, but then on another end, I know it is just going to be greater later. I can feel it. Okay, well, remember the game that I was telling you guys about in the green room? We are snaking our way through the cast. So who's going to be your choice to be pulled from the green room to give their shout out?
Well, I'm going to snake on down to Randy Houghton before he gets where he's at.
I think you're right about that. All right, Randy Houghton, 30 seconds on the clock to shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
Thank you, Malfunction Junction. I appreciate you thinking of me.
Always.
I like to shout out to this bucket of ice cream right here. Because without this, I wouldn't be here.
You shouldn't talk about me like that.
I got 5 points. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't see anybody arguing, so we'll roll with that.
And the game master has got to go to Bacon because I dissed her during that one game.
Aw, I love when y'all get into fights and make up. All right, Randy, remember the game that I was talking about in the green room? So we are snaking our way through our cast mates. And so who are you going to pull in from the green room to do their shout out?
There's only one insane, crazy guy here with the name of Insane. He wears it well. Insane.
All right, Insane. Randy has thought of you and pulled you out of the green room. So go ahead, 30 seconds on the clock to shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
I have a total of 5 points because Donovan's hogging all of them with 23 from my count. I take notes. And my shout out goes to Donovan because he wasn't sure what to do in the beginning, but then he just blended it all right in and just absorbed the sauce that is the city And whoever squeaky chair that is, I'm going to come to your town and kill you.
Oh my gosh. Well, all right. Remember the show I was talking about earlier? We are snaking our way through the cast. So, who's on your mind to be pulled from the green room to give their shout out?
Well, it's been really quiet in here, so I've got to go with Brooklyn.
All right, Brooklyn, your brother has thought about you and pulled you to the screen to give your shout out. 30 seconds on the clock to shout out, point score, and crown your game master.
I don't mean to bring my personal problems with my husband here to the show, but Stephen, few corrections. You had 3 wives. I'm now your last wife because you didn't mention me. I'd like a divorce. My shout out is to my divorce attorney. I'll be there in the morning. My golden shout out is to whatever ring alarm system Bacon is using to stay on satellite today. My game master is Stephen Stain. Because when he answered the question, what is your hardest joke? He answered a list of drugs that would make the Mark pharmaceutical catalog jealous. I just got the accountant on for my points. I have 0. KPMG got a little light work done. Donovan, you suck. You didn't look at me once. I hate you. And my other shout out is to the man that turned you down for the blowjob. I knew it was you who was asking. You could see it in his eyes. And as the feminine energy on this show, we girls have to stick together. Another shout out to you, Brenda, and whatever gender Bacon is pretending to be this week.
At least you noticed.
Well, you guys have certainly been an entertaining squad to to have on the show, and this is a shout out to all of you guys, the entire cast tonight. Bacon, Brooklyn, Insane, In the Membrane, Insane. I can't help it. Jay Watch, Randy, and our newbie Donovan, Malfunction Junction, and Speed Bump. So I would like to take the time to shout out everybody who is tuning in today, tomorrow, and beyond, because you guys were out there in the audience. Shout out to Matt Timney. He is always with us from beginning to end. Okay, he never leaves us. Hey, Kyle Yammers. He says, Yammy. He says, good job, y'all. So that means we are still entertaining the masses. And let's see, Matt Timney talks a lot. So my finger has to slide like all the way up. No, we love him because he keeps us in the analytics. Oh, Christine McCombs. So shout out to her. Yeah, baby. Yeah, her girl, our girl. And Funny Man Green, who I know tries to fight off his narcolepsy to tune in. So definitely shout out to Joel D, who continues to send us amazing talent from South Carolina. I can't believe it sometimes how lucky we are to have found him and these people. So you guys stay tuned and buy the card decks because they are out for sale and we are working on the PG-13 version. So, you know, mothers of kids will have something to give them for Christmas that won't burn their eyeballs out. But definitely the rated R deck is out for sale. We have 20 decks left in this 100 deck run. So if you guys are interested in getting in on this piece of comedic history, go ahead and comment on this video on YouTube and I'll get back to you. Or you guys can DM me direct. I'm always open for conversations. With that being said, you guys catch us on our very, very, very next episode, which is on Friday. Funny Man Green, we'll see you then. And all of you guys too. We're out of here. Stay tuned to the green room.
Here we go.
Go to bed.
You know what? I know. Sauce in the City is my favorite show. I know.